early in the morning. I got a couple of subjects. I hope I don't miss out on none. Let's just jump into it during the mix. Let's get into this. All right, let's start off with the government workers going on furlough. This is a valuable lesson in saving. You feel me? Saving, 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 fucking saving, being frugal, not trying to keep up with the Joneses. You feel me? Like I used to always tell my baby mama, y'all got a partner where I'm talking, I'm waiting on a dentist appointment right now. This is exactly what I mean by saving. I scheduled some shit with a dentist appointment. I called around, I shopped around. I didn't just go to the first fucking dentist. These bitches were trying to charge me some ridiculous ass prices. And I was like, hell to the fuck nah, nah. Pardon me. I don't want to put my whole livelihood and health in fucking jeopardy. But at the same time, if I can save a couple $100 and hold off and go through some fucking pain, and it is painful, gargle with some salt water and shit, fucking okay, but I'll hold off until that shit. It's we talking about being frugal today, surviving with little. You feel me? I'm gonna quote the young dude Y&J one more time. I was shopping at Save a Lot, trying to save a lot. Yeah, I might not say it a lot, but I made a lot. I'm the opposite of that. I hadn't made a lot, but I saved a lot. You feel me? And that's what I was doing at one point in life. You feel me? And I'm gonna continue to do that once. Right now, I'm actually gonna put y'all in my game room. You feel me? I'm in the process of the company that I wanted to work for. The way they do shit, they do it by contracts. And so I'm in between contracts and I'm waiting on the motherfuckers and I'm just waiting. And they pissed me off the other day trying to do a survey on all they workers who they got fucking waiting. And I done got them turned down motherfucking jobs and shit because I'm waiting on these motherfuckers and shit. And I'm letting them know, man, hey, listen, I'm tired of waiting like a lap dog waiting for their owner to come home. All that shit. Nah, man, I'm finna go get on the first job smoking, and then I'm gonna get another job. If I gotta get two jobs to pay me what this one job was gonna pay me, I'm gonna do it. Cause that's how I am in life. I gotta sit back and go. I gotta go get it. I just can't be sitting. But when I do get it, you best but motherfucking lead, dog. When my theory, and I'm gonna change my shit one day where I'm gonna be able to enjoy money and shit like that. But my theory is, dog, try to live off 30% of the money and 70% be mine. So let's talk about the federal workers. Federal workers make all this goddamn easy money. Easy fucking money. Most of the motherfuckers, it's just like city employees and shit. When you see city employees, it's one motherfucker digging the hole, 8 motherfuckers looking at them and shit. And I done tried to get the jobs with the city for my whole fucking life, nigga. Every time since I was 19, nigga. When shout out my dog used to work for HUD and all that shit. Bitch, nigga, that nigga would sit back in the work truck chilling, bitch. He go paint the Section 8 apartments, like little type shit like that. But I always wanted a city fucking job. I tried to get with Delray City employment for a lot of Lauderdale. Fucking I came up to Georgia, bitch. I always wanted the city jobs because that's easy fucking work, dog. Like easy money. My point is this. If you fucking spend your check and you live week to week. And I used to tell my baby mama, I say, I don't work for ends meet. I work for future meat. I work for future pay, meaning that I'm trying to get weeks up because something's gonna fucking happen as life does. I always hit the fucking fan. I have to have, I'm like, I gotta be that squirrel. Nigga, it's about to be winter right now. If you gotta go sit in your backyard, look at the fucking squirrels. They not fucking hungry and greedy. They fucking stacking up for the winter. Look at the bears. These bears is out here getting fat and shit because they know they're not finna eat for a while. You bitches gotta be, humans gotta be the same way. You bitches can't be looking at, we so caught up in celebrity lives. Bitch, regular bitches want Birkin bags. Pussy hoe, what did you do? You don't have a Birkin bag salary. You can't afford no $2,000 hairdo, funky bitch. Keep that weave in your hair for the whole month. You supposed to get your hair did 12 times a year. That's once a fucking month. Why in the hell you think you need a stylist for? You can't keep up with these bitches on TV. That's the first fucking thing. So I hope this furlough teaches them. And first of all, let's get it understood. It ain't like they not gonna ever see the money. The money is really, the government is actually saving for them. It might teach their ass to save. Because now they're gonna get a surplus of fucking money along with the money that they are gonna be accumulating in the future. So it ain't like the money just disappears. So that you know what I'm saying? Let's get that understood first, dog. So I say this because I woke up this morning arguing about fucking money with fucking family and shit like that. You feel me? And I said to myself, it was a perfect time to say, I hate how motherfuckers like to spend. Like my mama told me the hardest lesson one time. My mama asked me for some money. And I said, damn, I just turned around, I gave you this. What the, you didn't even do what I gave the money. I gave you some money to fix some shit. You didn't fix the shit. You turned around and blew the shit. And my brother Ben told me that. He said, when I do for my mama, which I learned, that I apply this shit with people. He said, don't give mama money, just do it for her. If she needs something done on her car, if she needs something done on her house, pay for it. If you give her the money to do it, she's not gonna fucking do it. And that's people in general. That's women in general. So that's and it's so poor quality, poor money managing humans who fucking just get the fucking money. My baby mama the same way. It just be burning their goddamn pocket. I gotta spend it. I gotta spend it. I gotta spend it. No, motherfucker, hold on to that bitch, because when you really fucking need it, it's gonna be motherfuckers who like that. I'm gonna tell you anybody too who getting money, you feel me? I'm gonna go like I was looking at a couple things. I was looking at G Herbo, you know what I'm saying? They were saying one of the niggas that dissed him got whacked recently. And then and before that, it was another nigga saying he don't be looking at this and that and the third. Now both good points was made on both sides, but bro who say he ain't looking at and he be saying it in his music, claiming in his music, I get the pain and the hurt, like damn nigga, you ain't really living like that, showing love to the guys. I get that. But I also get the other standpoint of for anybody, not just a G Herbo, I'm using that as a relatable situation. For anybody that's motherfucking dependent on by their guys, or you look at it as the money guy or whatever, whatever. You niggas gotta learn. I use a 50 Cent point. 50 Cent used to say he'll get a such and such check, and then he'll bust down some shit with G Unit. And all them niggas think they gotta have on the same shit, except for Tony Yayo. But he was like, everybody feel like they gotta go get what 50 got. They gotta drive with 50. No, nigga, if I'm in a fucking $500,000 car, that means you niggas need to be in $100,000 car. You don't get to drive a $500,000 car, nigga. Your budget ain't the same. That same thing with regular humans. Bitch, you don't get to drive what you see the celebrity driving, nigga. If that nigga got a Rolls Royce, you gotta get a Chrysler 300. That's just what it is, fam. If that nigga got the flies, Nissan 350R or whatever, you gotta get the regular 350Z. Or maybe get you an Altima and hook that bitch up. But niggas be wanting to live above their means, above their head. And now when shit hit the fan, they looking all crazy. Oh man, the government shut down. I ain't got no money to blow this week. Where the fuck you been saving that? Nigga, save, nigga. So that's one part I'm gonna speak on. I'm gonna come back to that subject on this saving. Second thing I'm gonna speak on is what they was talking about with the army, you feel me? Certain points was made, and I know they made a mockery of it and all this stuff like that. And this things that I'm gonna speak on both sides, but I'm gonna say the points that I do agree with first. I do agree with there being a standard in the decree. I'm gonna tell you why, because they kept me out the army for this tattoo. I done had this tattoo since I was 17 years old. When I took the ASVAB test, I passed with a perfect score. Perfect fucking score. Fucking so I took it for the fucking army. The military branch I took it for was the army. Next door was the Navy. And next door to that was the Air Force. It was a military town. The fucking Air Force came over after I took the ASVAB test. And so I was stoked. I was fucking just through the fucking roof. I was like, bitch, Air Force? Nigga, that's the highest pay grade starting out, what? And then I went from this shit right here. And they had me fill out an affidavit talking about how it's not gang related. Mind you, I done had most of my tattoos since I was 17, dog. So fucking, I'm like, no, it's not gang related, this and that. And then they kept me on prolonging. And then they had some shit back in the days. This is way back in the days before they had laser surgery, where you could tattoo out some shit, where you get it tattooed over with your skin color and shit. And I'm like, man, I have to go through sessions, expensive, all. So my point is, I just jumped into the workforce. I was like, fuck this shit. I say all that to say, bitch, I was clean cut, this and that. And then as time started going along, I'm seeing younger people join the army. These bitches got tattoos all over their forearm, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even get none of these tattoos till I was 23, you feel me? Well, after being 18 and applying the shit so bum. My whole point is, I started seeing bitches with sleeves and beards, all the shit Pete Hegseth was talking about. And I'm like, what the fuck kind of game is this? I thought it was a stupid rule in the first place about a tattoo over the fucking collar. Like, is that gonna stop a bitch from shooting me? If I go to the fucking army and I'm in a war, bitch say, oh, that bitch got tattoos on his face or his tattoos on his neck. Hell no, I can't shoot him. Nigga, what the fuck? That was some stupid shit. But bitches was using the word this and that. And I think about, like, My part that I was jealous on when it was the Iraq war. I had cousins and shit going to the Iraq war, and all these niggas kept bragging. These niggas was bragging. And I go to the military towns and shit, and they had what you call lemon lots. And the lemon lots, these fuck niggas, this when Camaros first came out. These niggas, the lemon lots, these niggas is giving away down the Camaros because they ready to go back. My cousin was like, he'd come over this bitch, he'd be like, bitch, I gotta get back to Iraq. I'm like, why? He said, bitch, I gotta get that hazard pay, nigga. I gotta get that hazard pay. I'm like, God damn, and these niggas was making just ridiculous amounts of money. And I'm just missing the shit, missing the shit, missing the shit. So I say, mind you, I'm looking at all these fucking movies and I look at the Western. I said, look at these fat, out of shape fuckers. Like, how the fuck, like, my natural regiment as a human being and the jobs that I had to do, bricklaying, fucking, I done worked in the underground before. Like, I showed y'all my IDs and shit at the port. I done worked at 6 oil bunker tanks. 6 oil is, bunker oil for ships, cruise ships. Bitch, sludge be motherfucking hot in your fucking body. The manhole, when you open that motherfucker, you gotta do what you call a diesel wash just to get the fucking oil to move, cause the bitch be so thick. You gotta wash that bitch with gas, diesel, fuel, just to break the bitch down. Then you gotta put on the gas mask, get on supply air. Like, I don't work fucking underground before with limestone and shit and roaches and roots all over. I'm crawling like I'm in the motherfucking trenches of a fucking war. Nigga, I done work in the bottom of a fucking tugboat, crawling around in a fuel tank. You feel me? In the fuel tank of a fucking tugboat, I'm under the water and at the bottom of the fucking crawling in man space. Dawg, it's just crazy, brother. Damn hard work I done did. And to think that half of these military niggas couldn't did none of the shit that I did. Now, sacrifice, I appreciate that more than anybody. Yeah, bitch, you putting your life on the line. But I used to always tell them, motherfucker, it ain't like you doing it for free. It ain't like this shit like some mandate that in other countries where you just gotta be in the military. No, nigga, you chose it for the pay. You chose it for the money. That's just like when I hear cops, I tell a cop, bitch, you doing it for the money. You're not no just nice guy that's a volunteer firefighter or some shit like that. No, bitch, you get the money. If this bitch has told you, hey, you could be a cop, but when you clock in, you don't get nothing. You better get you a regular job. This is just for the love, for the peace. You niggas wouldn't do it. You would be like, it ain't worth it. So let's understand that military personnel do that shit for the money. And if you do it for the money and they set a regimen out, supposed to take that serious. I think being in the military is a lifestyle because, like I said, my cousins, I learned from them firsthand. When the boys came home, the neat, I think the most detailed thing that I seen with them was principle and detail, waking up sharp at a certain time, making sure that before they leave the house, bitch, they bed has no wrinkles in it whatsoever. Fucking ever. The bitch is spotless. It teach a routine, a discipline, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy, them boys use irons. You know when irons start to get played out, not everybody iron their clothes no more. Them boys starch they fucking pink jeans and shit like that. Some of them got jobs where they be in uniform and shit. Like one of my cousins, he became a cop. So my whole thing is, bro, the discipline that it taught and teaches. I'm cool with what Pete had said in regards to we need a military that's in fucking shape. We need a military that's disciplined and firm. And in a sense too, I was watching the video. This shit was kind of weird that YouTube put it up, but it was showing cops getting killed and shit. And they was showing one female. I don't think the female got her partner killed, but I can understand that if I'm going to war with some niggas, no disrespect to women, love women, women, equal rights. I'm cool with all that shit, except when it comes to war. Ain't no way in fucking hell that's like I gotta go and fight some niggas and it's a 3-on-3, and 3 of you niggas is men, and I got 2 girls on my side, and we supposed to be out here fighting and shit. Bitch, who you think gonna win? More than likely these niggas, unless I got Shields, what's her name, Clarissa Shields, or some shit bumping with me. Bitch, more than likely you niggas is gonna win. So if I'm going to war, bitch, I'm gonna need that woman to fall back, do some woman shit, like maybe be the what they call it, the medical personnel when niggas get shot, evacuating motherfuckers like that. We can have women participate, but we gotta know, they had a journalist, this shit that be taking this and that. We can have that. But all that other shit, nah, baby, this war shit is man shit. You feel me? And so I'm cool with that. Now let me get to the let me see if there's anything else on that regard I want to talk about. Positive. Okay, matter of fact, I'm gonna keep the positive, then I'm gonna drop the negatives. Then, so I'm gonna drop some old positive shit. Matter of fact, I just dropped the negative part why I can remember. I don't personally, after looking at Pete Hegseth, I had to mind you, as much as I admire the military, I ain't been in the military, so I can't speak from that directly to say what's what. So I had to count on doing my research, and upon doing my research, because I was shocked to find out Pete has that done been in the military, period. He just don't strike me as a military guy because he grew his hair out. Yeah, he shaved up for last night because he knew he was going to make that speech. But bitch, cut your hair. Nigga, I need a brush cut. I need some. When I think of military, you know who I think of? And I don't know if he was ever in the military. I think of Brian Urlacher. I need the military white boys to look like Brian Urlacher. Brush cut, big muscles on their neck and shit, Bill Goldberg type shit, and fucking clean shaven, you feel me? All that fucking hair pretty boy shit to the side shit and shave face, that shit don't mean nothing because you the Secretary of War or whatever you call yourself. Bitch, shave that shit off, bitch. Give me the fucking skinhead vibe, bitch. I need to see that shit off of your fucking head. And so I say that to say I don't think Pete Hegseth got the record to be commanding them boys. It's so many guys who went out there. I need my Secretary of War to have been shot before or shot some motherfuckers and got kills on their record, like a lot of kills on their shit. I can't call you my Secretary of War and you ain't got no bodies under your belt. Is that's just what it comes down to. He got a resume where he was this and that and this. And I was going on Reddit last night looking up what people like. They was talking about he was in infantry and shit like that, but he never completed none of the assignments they have you do during training. He never completed them fully. He'd just get another promotion and another promotion without actually fulfilling any of these assignments. So when I was looking at a military vet he listed his accomplishments in life, he discussed what he expect for somebody who had been in the military as long as Pete Hegseth. He put down what he would expect his ranking to be, his rank and file to be at when he finished up. And it didn't match. He was like he just kept getting promotions and promotions without ever completing anything. So I don't think Pete was the one to deliver the message. He was the right one. And that's how you can lose people. That's like have a I don't know. Sugar Shane Mosley was one of my favorite fighters. But I can't go have Sugar Shane Mosley go preach to Holyfield and Mike Tyson on how to box. They gonna be looking at him like, who the fuck is you? Yeah, you boxed and shit, but nigga, you ain't do what we did in the game. So you gotta have somebody of like real valor. If you trying to talk about Secretary of War and shit, it gotta be like Purple Hearts on your record, all type of shit. You gotta have some old incredible story, and I don't think he fit the bill for that. Now let me talk my Trump part. Anybody been following me, I've been pissed and upset and disappointed with Trump, but I gotta give credit where credit due. I did vote for the guy after all. The credit that I am gonna give Trump, because I've been holding the fire under the whatever you want to call it, his feet to the fire. One thing I give credit on is I had a reminder last night how the Democrats was doing and how bad they was in the sense of you know what I did? I ran across an old Eddie Griffin video yesterday, and it was before the election. And I'm watching all the hood black dudes call in disappointed with Kamala Harris. They're like, man, she's a liar. She this or that and this. That she love black people so much. Why the fuck she married to a white man? Or if she love black people so much, why she lied about her grandma being black? And I just think about how they was pissed about the immigrants being put up. The final scroll for black people was when they was putting immigrants in hotels. And they was spending thousands of dollars on immigrants and hotels. And niggas is out here struggling. And I'm listening to the pain in these black folks' voice. And they like, man, motherfucker, they playing in our face, man. They playing in our face. And I think about how every month they trying to kick a person off of a social program. But they always find money for Israel. They always find money for immigrants. And so it's like that shit was a deciding factor that hasn't been cleaned up. So as we got Trump, we started to get complacent and be like, okay, we found our complaints to complain about with him, but we forgot what led us to fucking voting for him. It was the fact that we felt like our country was being given away. You know what I'm saying? Now, He sees the moment. It goes slight criticism, then I'm gonna get back to compliment, and then I'm gonna carry on. The criticism is he sees the moment. He said, "Oh, these bitches say they want to be nationalists, huh? They want to have some national identity. They want to America first. They tired of fucking this country being given away." Well, that's gonna be my message. We not gonna get this bitch away. We're gonna save all the money. But it didn't tell you we're gonna save it for us, bitch. We're gonna save that money. Yeah, we're gonna cut this, we're gonna cut that, we're gonna stop this, we're gonna stop that. Look how much money we saving, y'all. Hey, how much money you kept? Keep that, keep that, keep that. Yeah, they saved a whole bunch of money, but what the fuck is the redistribution? Now, back to the compliment. The compliment ultimately is to say that I would hope in the future that with all the deportations, because you didn't learn how bad shit was. Like they was talking about the government used to allow migrant crossings at, let's just say 500, right? That like in one particular area, 500 a day. And when they get over that, they'll close down the border. Well, what the fuck? You let 500 illegal crossings happen? It almost seemed legal. You feel me? What's up, Kaden, Corinne? You feel me? Yeah, they was letting all. So, and then when you think about when they say people scared to show up to the rallies and people scared to show up to the festivals, well, that show you we really did have, because for the longest I heard presidents talking about we didn't have an immigration problem. Well, if we didn't have an immigration problem, why motherfuckers scared to show up to these events? They just showed some shit in California where motherfuckers got fake CDLs and shit. I ain't even ever heard of a fake CDL. Bitch, in Florida, you know how hard that shit is for a CDL, nigga? You gotta pass your FDOT physical. The physical is the first thing you gotta fucking do. You gotta be drug free. You gotta pass the rest of the shit that shit require. And all these other shits you gotta, the insurance that you gotta carry. How is all this shit taking place? So I'm like, yo, but the problem is, and this is the greed part that I don't think Trump was able to, this the part where we don't get to talk about. And I ain't talking about greed on Trump behalf, I'm talking about greed on CEO. Trump either underestimated, let's just assume that Trump is trying to do the right thing for the American people. He underestimated the greed of other billionaires. Other billionaires sit back like, man, listen, you fighting all my fucking cheap ass slave labor. You think I'm just gonna be forced now that I ain't got no Mexicans to do the shit for fucking quarter of the price? You think I'm just gonna hire some Americans? Nah, hell no. Not that's why it ain't no jobs. Niggas is feeling like it ain't no jobs because it's like they did a hiring freeze. They said until you bring these Mexicans back, we're not doing no hiring. Hyundai had the motherfucking nerve to say, oh, these were special trainees. And you know, when they did that bus in Georgia, they said these were special trainees. They knew how they was training Americans. Bitch, come on, bitch. We can watch a video for that shit. We can watch YouTube and learn how to do that shit. You could send one representative from fucking Korea to train 100 bitches. You don't need 400 motherfuckers to train 400 motherfuckers. What they get? Individual learning? Who the fuck you fooling with that? So that's some bullshit. Oh, they know how to do the special components in this. I'm watching them, and they always use us black people to do their bidding. They got the black people in front of the screen saying, they was talking about in Chicago, they said, well, there was black factory workers that they said the people that got deported, they filled out an application like everybody else did. Okay, nigga, you actually building a point. They filled out an application and they got better preferential treatment before the nigga that was born in this goddamn country, before the nigga that's required to pay taxes because he's an agent of the state. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole no more. But when you got a social security card, you're an agent of the state. The social security, let me just go down the rabbit hole slightly real quick. If we gonna get payroll tax, if we gotta pay payroll tax, right? Why don't social security get expanded? Meaning that what I mean by that is pay the social security workers more money because we need their responsibility to be more money. We need them to start doing more than what they currently do. We need them to find us jobs. It's like a pimp. It's like a pimp, ideally, he collects money from a woman, right? But you got lazy pimps. Lazy pimp just sit back, think he just gonna beat the bitch, get her money, beat her some more, get her money. Hey, go back on the block. Go give me some money. That's some fucking movie shit. What about be proactive and go motherfucking find niggas to fuck this bitch? Set up her fucking licks. And I hate that it's a bad example, but I'm for any street nigga that might come across it. I gotta try to make this shit relatable for all parties. If you're gonna tax me as my pimp, because Social Security is our pimp, you go out there, you fucking say all the shit on the application, you go all the interviews, you do wear all the suits, you waste all the gas money, you do all the fucking orientations, all this bullshit, and then soon as your ass get the first dollar, Social Security is right there. Hey, bitch, give me my money. Hold up, bitch. You didn't negotiate this job, bro. You didn't go begging these folks saying I need a job. If you want a piece of this money, nigga, go get me the job. And then call me up, say we got something for you. You want it? Yeah, I want it. Where they at? Okay, nigga, go get that, nigga. We gonna tax you. That's how Social Security need to fucking work. You just can't come grab a nigga fucking paycheck when you ain't, nigga, you ain't with me shooting in the gym? If you ain't with me shooting in the gym, cuz how you didn't get me signed by this NBA team, you didn't get me signed. Why is I'm paying you taxes, bitch? So, you know, back to the point of these CEOs, Trump didn't depend on or count on his, maybe he did, because he was in the room saying, all y'all finna be rich as fuck. He was in that Palm Beach meeting or whatever. He said, all y'all gonna be rich when I get in this bitch. So maybe he fucking did know. But that just under the umbrella, let's assume he didn't know. What happened is he deport all these motherfuckers, and the job said we're not gonna replace them with Americans because they so fucking greedy. They don't want to pay Americans. They claim this American shit, these CEOs and da 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 da. But the reality of this shit is they don't want to pay each other. We don't want to pay each other. We feel that hiring an American is too much fucking money for us to get all the money, the greed. Hiring an American mean that I can't buy one more Lamborghini this year. Hiring an American mean I can't pay my side bitch fucking titties for my side bitch titties. You know, that's the part that's always been disrespectful with CEOs. I don't work at companies where you get to see the actual owner, like small companies before. And it amazes me how they always play that I ain't got no money shit. But when it comes to their personal life and the people around them, bitch, they got forever money. They blow dumb at, like they'll spend one of their employees' salary on a statue in their fucking yard. But they'll tell that employee who makes them all the money, I ain't got no money for no raise. That's America in a fucking nutshell. The rich at the fucking top is scheming the little niggas who get them all the money. And then they go spend that shit on some dumbass shit. This is, it go back to money management that I started the conversation with. Even if you're a millionaire, you have to have fucking financial discipline. Otherwise, you're either gonna end up in a poorhouse or you're just gonna end up scheming your fucking workers so they can afford for your lifestyle. Bitch, that ain't no way a country can sustain like that forever without there being an implosion. You feel me? Like even and then the last thing I'll leave this on this note by saying this. Let's talk about a unified front. I put this Israel video together with talking about Charlie Kirk and showing who really whacked Charlie. And there's a part where Benjamin Netanyahu talk about America is not a unified bloc. And it was so embarrassing to watch this shit and see this shit, to see that we can have a country of 9 million run 300 million people, because for the most part, that 9 million is more unified than the 300 million to ever be. We got so many different divisions of what we got: far left, mid left, right left, far right, mid right, left right. Like, we don't have no kind of unity. We call it the United States, but for the most part, we are what they say, an experiment. It's like until the fucking jig is up, and then motherfuckers be like, oh shit. Like it'll be at certain point, it's almost like NBA revenue sharing. You got they share NBA shares of revenue. Each team supposed to make their own money, but then the NBA has that shared revenue at the end where they bust it down equally. They say we all one unified body. It's gonna be a point where America, Texas gonna say, California gonna say, Florida gonna say, hey man, these other states ain't caring. They wait. Or New York gonna say the there's probably there's probably five, I'm gonna really say four. There's four states that I know for a fact can carry their own weight and don't need the United States of America. Those four states is California, Texas, New York, Florida. What do all those four states have in common? They got ports. That's the most important thing. They got ports. They could do what the beginning of humans, what we learned about in school, merchants, merchandise, merch. They could trade. Nigga, they can import, they can export. You don't have an industry if you can't import and export. All the rest of these landlocked states that don't have no port, bitch, they depend on the states. That's when the trucking industry comes and the train industry and all that other shit comes into play. But they don't have that. Now, there's other states with ports that I left out, but I'm talking about the from Florida tourism. Florida tourism alone is a fucking economy almost self-sustaining. Texas oil is almost in itself self-sustaining. California tourism and its proximity to Asia is self-sustaining. New York with its diverse amount of people and the fact they can get shipments in and out is self-sustaining. Them four states that do not need America for shit. If anything, those four states are the top four franchises of the NFL or the NBA. They carrying the lesser teams. So at some point, we're gonna come to a point in this country where states is gonna be like, yo, man, I deserve a bigger piece of the pie. Yeah, you giving me more delegates and shit when it comes to this election, but what the fuck is a delegate? Fuck that. I need more of the piece of this pie. And this is so for the most part been a failed experiment because we're not unified, meaning that one outsider can come and break us up because we don't have a unified identity. We just don't. We're the only, I ain't gonna say we're the only country because a lot of countries were started and shit like that. But I think that I don't even know where I was leading with this shit, but I'm almost say that we have I would almost say to our own detriment, we've allowed so many other motherfuckers. Now this gonna sound like I'm on some fastest shit. It always come back to that shit with me. But I'm just keeping it real. We done allow so many other countries to come in our shit and fly their flags. You can't do this shit around the fucking world. Like, bitch, I ain't never seen a country that fly everybody motherfucking flags and shit, bitch. Like, that's what I liked it about the first time I ever went to California. Bitch, everywhere I seen the American flag, I seen the California flag. And when I got back to Florida, I was like, bitch, why we don't even, half these motherfuckers from Florida don't even know what a Florida flag look like. I definitely don't know what a Georgia flag look like since I've been to Georgia. I think I seen it on mail, but I ain't never seen no Georgia flag just flying. There's no state pride and shit like that. Like, well, like California, dude, you see that fucking bear everywhere you see American flag. They make sure it's synonymous with the fucking bear flying next to it. I say that to say we done allowed so many fucking countries to come in and fly they fucking flags and shit that we call ourselves an identity of a whole bunch of shit. So it end up with us not having no fucking identity. Instead of just keeping this shit core. Native Americans, Black Americans, white Americans. Bitch, that's at the heart of this shit. That's what you got. When you come here, so I want to make it be clear, I'm not a fascist. I'm not saying, oh, bitch, you're not entitled. No, you come here, but you gotta drop that other shit. That's just my opinion of it. You gotta drop. Don't get me wrong. Keep the foods. I love me some Jamaican food. Certain Haitian dishes I like. I like legum. I like griot. You know what I'm saying? Fucking with the little pickles that that spice. Oh, that shit be fire as fuck. Certain Haitian rice, every now and then I can have a taste for it maybe once a year. But my whole point is I like definitely like Peruvian food. But my whole point is keep the food culture, but drop the languages, in my opinion. Let's be unified. Drop the flag flying and shit in the festival. We don't want to see that. Let's celebrate fucking 4th of July shit. I think that we don't do. See, when you go to, you can't go to Russia hollering about you fucking from this island and this place in the world and shit. Bitch, you Russian. You in Russia now. You mother Russia. Bitch, you don't get to go doing all that. Bitch, Russia ain't got a bunch of fucking flags flying around their shit from everywhere else. The cool part about Russia too, and yeah, I said that the cool part about Russia, Russia never got into the colonizing game. You will not go to South America and find motherfuckers speaking Russian. You will not go to Africa and find motherfuckers speaking Russian. You will not go to Australia or any of the Caribbean islands. And you bitches ain't never asked yourself, how is Russia a world power, a strong ass world power? And they, for the most part, the only motherfuckers that speak their language. Them bitches kept to themselves. They went and did what they supposed to did, which was they did what most countries have done. They went and captured land, right? This is when we was all on some fucking uncivilized shit. Russia went and captured land. I'm gonna keep adding the land, keep adding the land. Let me keep. They did that. They still sometimes doing it. They doing it right now. They getting Ukraine back, and I ain't got a problem with that. America need to stay out of that shit. That's they shit. That's they people. Speak the same fucking language. Like I said, Russia ain't motherfucking went colonizing nobody. It's America that went around the world making bitches learn to speak English. It's Britain that went around the world making bitches speak English. It's Spain that went around making bitches speak Spanish. It's Portugal that went around making bitches speak Portuguese. It's France that went around making motherfuckers speak French. These is the colonizers of the world. And now Israel want to call itself a little fucking made up colonizer. So my whole point is these motherfucking Russians have a unified identity. That's one thing they got, a unified identity. Israel has a unified identity. Even though they confused as fuck because they're not really Jewish, but that's neither here or there. America needs a unified identity. Everybody need to get behind this American flag shit and stand on it. Now, there are people that love the shit out of them some fucking America, but their own people will call them a sellout. So for the Asians that is pure all about America, or maybe this Cash Patel, the Indians probably say, oh, he done sold us out. No, bitch, that's what we expect. We expect wherever you from, you supposed to adopt this American identity. Because other else, why the fuck is you here? Why is you here? I can't go join the Bloods and wear fucking blue every day and say, fuck, I hate red. I hate red. I ain't down with this shit. Or I can't go join the Crips and wear fucking red every day. I hate blue. No, nigga, wherever you get up under in life, you gotta adopt that shit to the max and run with that shit. So when you come to America, you adopt this American identity and you run with that bitch. We don't want to see no more motherfuckers. I'll take that shit a step further. I don't give a fuck by seeing none of these country flags, bitch. I want to see US of motherfucking A while you in the US of A. Keep that shit in your house, hanging up on the wall or some shit. Fucking flying that bitch on cars and shit, this and that. That's not no America. That's why we so separated. And I'm gonna talk about these white folk because I don't want to make it look like to all my island folks. Shout out. First of all, I just want to say this. I love the melting pot this shit is because, bitch, I got old photos. Bitch, one of the first girls I ever loved in my life was Haitian and shit, bitch. I speak a decent amount of Creole to a woman to make her fucking get food. I can come up to her, bit. On game ménage, qui téléphone? Qui la joue, chérie? Viens malo. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, I dropped that shit now because I'm from a melting pot. But at the end of the fucking day, I honestly say stand on this identity shit. Mind you, I'm talking about white folks, most definitely. So these Ukrainians, because while Trump was talking, calling these black countries shitholes and trying to just get all these white people to come in the country. What fucking good is that if these bitches don't adapt to American culture, bitch? Just because they fucking look white? Bitch, if they don't assimilate to the culture, bitch, then we lost loyalty, nigga. You wonder why we got so much corruption and so much espionage, because you bitches steady importing motherfuckers in instead of goddamn keeping what we got here. Close the fucking border down. No more new applications. You trying to raise the price to be in America? Okay, that's cool. That'll exclude, that'll kind of filter on who get to come in this bitch, because that means you have your money affairs right. Don't come depending on us for shit. I get that. That's tight word. Like that idea. But let's do another one. Let's just close the fucking application process. Period. Let's close this border. Period. And let's keep what the fuck we got here. Let's just say, hey, for the last 200 years, you motherfuckers been coming to America and immigrating to America. It's been nice. We got everybody represent every country in the world because this is the only country in the world where you could say we represent every country in the world. It's not a single country left out that's not in America. That's a fact. But you can't go to no other country in the world and find every country in the world in that country. Please, I'll wait all fucking day. Please, somebody in the chat, show me a country in the world where you can find everybody represent every country in the world within that country, other than America. We the only place. You know what I'm saying? Be good, bro. I saw you don't think that. Be yourself. I don't get what you said, but I appreciate the sub, though. I don't get the point. Got to reemphasize what you mean. You might have had a typo. You said, be good, bro. I am being good. You said you sub. I appreciate that. You said you don't think that. I am being myself. And myself is, I'm an American. You feel me? I'm a whole fucking American, nigga. Like, you gotta understand. Now, if you want to ask me what do I call being American, I just explained. Meaning that, bitch, you gotta have a national identity. You gotta put literally America first. It can't be no fuck this place, fuck this place. But then when it come to your home country that you from, because see, I don't know what it feel like to be from nowhere else. So I part of my fault or my deficit is that I don't know what it feel like to be from somewhere else. So part of I guess you could say my ignorance or whatever is that I can't feel no compassion in the sense of putting another country first because this is my country. This is my mama country. This is my granddaddy country. This is my great granddaddy. This is my great granddaddy country. So it's like I've been here longer than the white boys. That's the part where we also get confused. Like one of these guys, one of the guys that look like an alien. I can't think of his name. Steven Miller. Fucking, I was doing my research on him because he got on talking big shit about Americans one day. And I said, let me check this bitch background out. His people just got here from Israel or some shit, or Russia or some shit, Ukraine, some fucking place Stephen Miller family from. My fucking roots in America deeper than his shit. But we don't look at black people like that. And that's the part that I got the experience as a black American, which is living in South Florida. We got a mall called Sawgrass Mall. It's like a European mall, basically. As soon as the Europeans come over to the mall, they test you. When you walk past them, they want you to bend your shoulder and shit. And I remember one day going to the Nike factory. I remember I ended up having police on my ass by the time I made it to the Nike factory because I came to spend money that day. And I said, you know what? This will be the day on my Rosa Parks shit that I don't turn my shoulder to get out of these white people way. These bitches gonna get out my way or we gonna both step to the side when we pass. But this is a fancy rich ass mall full of European tourists, right? They just looking at me like a nigga. Bitch, this is my fucking country. You're a guest in my shit. So fucking I'm walking past. And this particular day, bitch, I'm shoulder checking everybody, bitch. All that you play like you don't see me and shit. You know, that's how white guys do. Not all white guys. I'm talking about these sedity motherfuckers come from. You cannot come bring your racism to America. We don't need your shit. We don't. We got enough fucking homemade racism. We don't need no motherfuckers to import no racism. Bitch, if you got any kind of way, and then that's another thing, bitches get over here and then they parents be born over this bitch, and you just a you what they call it first generation, because your parents not first generation by migrating over here. They get that name attached to them that they're American, but they don't count. They first kid is first generation. So these motherfuckers be first, second generation Americans, and bitch be talking shit about black people. All those fucking blacks, bitch, you just got your pussy ass over here. You don't even know nothing about nothing. What are you talking about, kid? I can't come to the mall and there's a fucking riot going on and I just jump in, pick a side. Jump in some shit. I don't even, there a fight that been going on before I even got there. I don't know what the fuck going on. I just know that it look like them bitches winning. So let me go beat these bitches. Let me go kick a dead horse or some shit. They look like they winning. The white, I gotta go capitulate. I gotta go, you know what I'm saying, compromise my everything just so they don't get on my ass. No, it don't work like that, bitch. You just got over here. Chill out. Pump your brakes. Relax. See what the fuck going on. Say, you know the coolest thing ever before? I had a French boss, right? A French employer. I hate the word boss. This French guy was a rich guy. He did the coolest shit for me. I was going through a situation, right? And he it was going through a legal situation, and I was working for him. And he's like, "Yo, man, when is this thing gonna be done, man? I need you to do this. I need you to do this and that. This situation is holding things up. It's costing me money, man." And but he knew how hard I worked, so he was fucking with me though. He would like trying to fire me, nothing, but he was just aggravated. He say, "You gotta stay out of trouble, man." I say, "Stay out of trouble." I was offended then, like, "I don't give a fuck that you my employer. I ain't do shit to get in trouble. These pussy ass cracker on started up." I said, "Do you know what it's like to be a black man in America?" This is what I said. He's a white guy, but he's French, right? Hard down French, heavy fucking accent. If you close your eyes, you would have swore he was fucking Haitian. Fucking goddamn. I said, "Do you know what it's like to be a black man in America?" Man, that man, look, he literally, I'll never forget this shit, man. I gotta send him some like flowers and shit. Sweet guy, dog. He looked and pondered that shit, dog. He real deal pondered that shit. And then he said, "No, you're right. I'm sorry. I don't know what it's like to be a black man in America." And he walked off. He had like almost like this smirk on his face, but not in a fucking negative way. It made me feel it made me feel like a mix of emotions. My first range of emotion was, damn, bitch, I expected to get in the whole argument and get ready to get fired. Cause I was about to call him all type of cracker this, cracker that, cracker, you don't know about no shit about what the fuck a nigga go through in America. Last thing I expected him was to actually take in consideration of what it's like to be black in America. Cause he's not American originally and he's not black. So he gotta put both into consideration. And he literally sat there instead of just say the first thing to be a contrarian and rebuttal me and shit off his tongue. He thought about that shit. He said, "You're right. I don't know what it's like to be black." And so fucking now the smirk part brought me to a whole nother feeling. He probably walked off so fucking appreciative of being white. He probably walked off like, "Damn, bitch, I'm French, but bitch, I'm still white." Emmanuel Macron can come to America right now and live great. He's still white. Don't matter if you fucking speak another language. He still is white. He's still of the majority skin complexion. And that's so crazy. It comes down to just the skin complexion. It don't got to be nothing with the personality. It's just the skin complexion. So I say that to say, I kind of made him grateful for being fucking white. And I felt good and validated by the fact that he was on he stopped asking me stupid questions for the rest of my tenure at the company because he started to look, it almost was like he felt sad for me. I don't want nobody to feel sad for a nigga. I'm black. I'm proud of being black. Bitch, bring me back black every time. I just need a bitch to have empathy to understand that your life as a white guy coming to the same job as this black guy is not the same. It's not. You're not subject to get fucking stopped and racially profiled on your way home after busting your ass all day. And that's even more fucking offensive for motherfuckers that go through that because you're looking at this cop as a person that ain't had to live not one fucking thing all day, sitting in the AC, chilling. And motherfucking you don't bust your nigga ass and you sweat and you ready to go get a cold beer or some shit. And here you on the side of the road talking to this motherfucker who been in the AC chilling. So I say all that to say, we as Americans, back to the point, we got to have a strong identity, a strong unified bloc. I would still like to see another party arise rather than this two-party system. Elon Musk was on to a good idea, a non-American, but he was on to a good idea, which was the American Party. KJ said they're gonna leave. Appreciate that, fam. Elon Musk say he's on to the American Party. And I just want to say this real quick too. Shout out to, cause KJ just made me think of some shit. Shout out to the white boys that be fucking with me, man. Like the white boys that get up in the chat. And that's so funny in this life as I do this social media shit. And that I find so unique. Cause I be always 100. And I done been talking like this since way before social media in the hood amongst my guys. And I know that amongst certain guys that I talk to from the hood, they didn't want to fucking hear this shit. They're like, I ain't trying to hear that shit. They like to talk about stupid hood nigga shit. Like they go Chris with this goddamn pro-black shit, or they go Chris with this politics shit, or this Chris with this that. They don't want to hear it. So fucking for young white kids to be receptive to hearing this shit, it's it's like a splash of water in the face. It's an awakening. It's like, oh shit, bitch. They go that word woke. But it really is. It opened my eyes. That's what I would have liked for Trump to do in life, and which is be woke. I would like for Trump to awake, understand how many young black men grew up idolizing his personality. You feel me? And how many young white men grew up like, I don't give a fuck about this bitch, this arrogant cocksucker. And that's vice versa. Like, it's some young niggas saying the same thing about me. You don't give a fuck about this arrogant ass nigga, this big word ass nigga. Fuck that nigga. Versus the young white guy might be saying, I can relate. I like what he's saying. Speak on, brother. So we gotta understand this. This is part of this American identity. We trying to establish. We don't have one yet, but we need to establish it. It comes with a unified front. Like I said, I'm not dissing nobody from no other countries, white or black. I'm simply saying that when you come to America, get on and appropriate and adapt. I don't want to call out the people who not from this country who have adapted, but I just want to say I have seen and noticed them. There are people who not from this country, and they came and they adapted, and they do great as ambassadors for this country. I would like to give them a shout out, but I don't just think this is the appropriate time to do that. I will say I keep knowledge and awareness in the music world and entertainment industry of the people who came from other countries who do a great job representing American shit. And but I also feel that we need a national identity, dog. Like, because if we don't have one, we just gonna allow these foreign countries to do us any kind of way, like a leaf in the wind. Look at a Ted Cruz. I'm gonna leave it off by using a Ted Cruz. Ted Cruz is a Cuban who from Canada, who is an elected state of Texas representative who works on behalf of Israel. I'm gonna say that shit again. Ted Cruz is a Cuban who was born in Canada, who was elected in the state of Texas as a Texas representative or politician, but I just call it a representative, who works on behalf of Israel. I just mentioned four nations. Four nations. And if you really want to say what, one of them is communist, one of them is democratic, and one of them is authoritarian. You feel me? Or two of them is democratic, one of them is authoritarian. So you can almost say Canada, you can almost say it's four of them. America being the so-called democratic for right now. Canada is almost like a socialism kind of countries because they got free healthcare for all. So one of them is socialism, Cuba is communism, and Israel is authoritarian. So that's just kind of funny. Like I say that to say you can't be a leaf in the wind just going with wherever the movement goes. You got to be firm and steadfast. And so that's pretty much, I done did all my talking. I done been close to an hour. I tried to scratch an hour out of this shit, but I can't. It is what it is. Anybody that come across this bitch that like it, feel free to subscribe. I doubt anybody made it this far, but appreciate y'all rocking with me. Take care. I need to start chopping this shit up like At be doing his shit.